an ocean breeze to the damp and to the rain of London City. We come from the sun to live in the cold. I miss me rum, I want my coconut free.
Don't scratch my sofa till the party's over.
Let's keep the music sweet, wind up your waist and feel.
Don't scratch my sofa.
Hold it steady, boy, and stop screwing up your face. I'm about to impart to you knowledge that's been passed down through the ages, from century to century, from generation to generation, from father to son.
I didn't know your father was a barber.
He wasn't, Ricky. But the only thing that Desmond likes more than the sound of his own voice is the sound of his own voice.
Rhetoric is obviously not your forte, my dear Matt, eh?
You know, it's blow up these balloons. You're so full of hot air. If you tied one to your mouth, it will blow up by itself.
I don't understand how you're going to teach me to shave using a balloon.
That's the way I learned to shave, and that's the way you're going to learn. I'm going to teach you everything I know.
So, that should take about 2 minutes.
And it will take me less than 2 minutes to throw one ignorant, overeducated, middle-aged student out of my shop.
Desmond, how you can be so rude to Matthew?
Practice. Right. Now, Ricky, come here. This is a razor. I'm going to sharpen it, and then I'm going to teach you how to...
Hey, Cuthbert, I see you going through the old balloon routine. You should wise up, man. Use real-life models. Fat Larry does.
If you think that man is so clever, why don't you be our real-life model and let Ricky practice on you?
No, sir, not me. I would never forgive myself if I allow you to cut my throat before I finish my memoirs.
Well, you go back to your lollipopping and keep your face out of my business.
Touchy this morning, aren't we? And to think that my book portrays you as lovable, modest, charismatic, and even-tempered?
Who you writing about, Popeye? Gandhi?
Me, of course.
Dr. Jekyll, he'll get to the Mr. Heartbeat on page 2.
Page 2? Listen, knucklehead, I've already filled 2 of these notebooks.
1, 3 letter word on each page.
You're jealous because all you know is school book learning, whereas I have been exposed to the wicked and wonderful world out there.
Yes, you, me, and Errol Flynn.
It takes real-life experiences to keep the reader spellbound. Jazzy D, you remember that night we played in the Bootlegger's Arms in Swindon?
Oh, yes. Big, fat, beefy Scottish landlord. Big Mac Horsley.
That's him. Well, I was going through some of our old photographs last night, and I came across this one.
Oh, Lord. I'd forgotten all about this.
Well, I don't know how many rums you had in you before Macpherson persuaded you to try on one of his Scottish kilts in true old style, but there you were prancing around like a jaybird on hot coals. The skirt was bouncing up and down, and underneath, he was as naked as the day he was born.
Shut up, Popeye.
Go on, Papa. I've never heard this story before.
You know, I didn't know you women could behave so badly, peeping up under the man's skirt.
Popeye, I think we're gonna tear up this picture right now.
No, man. I'm thinking of using it on the cover of my book.
You better not. Come on, Ricky.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I got one of those big, fancy book prizes. I can just see it now. And this year's Evening Standard Book Prize goes to Augustus Neapolitan Cleveland Grant.
If that ever happened, I will eat all my books and go out and get a job.
Shirley, I'm going to faint. I feel sick all over my body.
Well, if you're that sick, take your body and get out of here.
Desmond, behave. What's the matter, Beverly? My heart is so heavy, my chest can't cope with the burden. I'm dying.
The morgue is just up the road.
I'm a Christian woman, and I don't like to badmouth the Lord. But on the day he created man, he was very misguided. And he's nothing but vermin. Shirley, I have to talk to you, but not in front of these things.
This is a barbershop. What do you expect to find here, batteries? Surely you better take you upstairs. If I attempt to shave anybody right now, I definitely draw blood.
Come, Beverly.
Why'd you treat her like that?
Boy, there's things wrong here that you have to learn.
Yes, Ricky, see, Beverly and Desmond are like cat and dog.
What do you mean?
Dogs don't really want to catch cats when they chase them. It's just a game that they both like to play.
Look at these. Just look at these.
Letters?
Love letters.
Love letters? Someone sent these to you?
You suggesting I'm a loose woman getting love letters from me? I found them.
Where?
Well, you might ask. I was just putting back Cuthbert's going out shoes back in the shoebox. I like to polish them regular, you know. And there they were.
Well, what are they doing there?
Hiding, hidden from me by him, by Cut. I can't even bring myself to mention his name.
You think Cuthbert wrote these?
This is definitely his handwriting. Look, stop turning them around in your hand and read one.
My little flower. I am longing to be with you so that I can tell you how much I love you. I want to be with you forever.
But, you hear that? He never wanted me. All the time, it was she.
But who is she?
I don't know. There's no name. Read some more.
Light of my life.
Oh, shut up.
I'm sorry.
Well, read, I said. Look at the paper. Some of these sheets are really old. This letter writing business has been going on for years. But this could only have been written in the last year. This is my lavender-scented paper my friend Jasmine gave me as a Christmas present. Or was it my Jasmine-scented paper my friend Lavender gave me? This is taking things too far. Right into his fancy woman on my fancy notepaper.
Calm down, Beverly, calm down. Have you spoken to him about this?
You mad? The thing cut me up so bad, the devil himself guide my hand. I cut up his shoes. I cut up his slippers. Then I cut up all his socks. But I'm calmer now. I couldn't be calmer.
So what you gonna do now?
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Don't worry, Beverly. We'll get something sorted out.
Listen, I don't need your pity. I might as well just kill myself.
Beverly, that is electric.
Hold it still, no man.
How many more are you going to do before I can have a go?
Last time, then it's your turn. Now remember, Ricky, one straight, smooth, downward stroke. I know I'm going to regret asking this. But what's up with fainting, Fanny?
Beverly is in a spot of bother.
I thought you were going to tell me something new.
Well, this is different. She and Cuthbert have had a falling out.
Well, send her to the Marriage Guidance Bureau.
She needs a place to stay, so I'm asking her if she can stay here.
Stay what?
Well, she's left Cuthbert.
Left him where? She's been married to that man for the whole of her life.
Well, I've been married to you for the whole of my life, but I'd leave you if you did to me what he's done to her.
What's he done?
He's been two-timing her.
What? I don't believe it.
The evidence is upstairs on the kitchen table.
Well, I don't care what he's done. She's not staying here.
Oh, it'll only be for a day or two.
2 days, not even 2 minutes, not even 2 seconds.
But we are her only friend. She needs us.
What nonsense you been saying to that woman? You've been encouraging to leave her husband? Who's going to get his red mullet from out to the market? What will ever happen with Cuthbert and Beverly is none of your business. And I'm saying to you...
Just a minute.
It's all right, Shirley. I couldn't help overhearing what was going on down here. I'll be on my way.
Take your hand off that case, Beverly. You're staying right here.
Oh, no, she's not.
Oh, yes, she is. Beverly is staying here.
I'll just go and curl up in a doorway
Where do you two
somewhere.
think you're going?
I've got to get off to work.
And I've just realized I have to return these library books straight away.
Sit down. How can you desert a friend when he's in need of moral support?
What would you know about moral support? You expect it from your friends, but you don't know the first thing about giving it. Well, let me tell you something. I only ask you if Beverly could stay here out of courtesy. But if you choose to be an arrogant, puffed-up excuse for a human being, is telling you she's staying here.
All right, dear.
Shirley, I wouldn't stay here now if he begged me. I can hear a doorway calling me.
You'll be well advised to return home, Beverly. You've left Cuthbert on his own. And there's an old African saying. When the crocodile leaves the river, the frogs hop in to swim. Think about it.
Leave that food alone. Wait until everybody's seated and we've said grace. Where's your manners?
Ask her where the key to my room is. It's only the bed that's on loan, not the whole room.
Ricky, when I was the youngest member of this household, I had to put up with all kinds of rubbish. Anytime Auntie Susan or anyone came to visit, my room was taken over. I slept on that settee so much I feel like an antimacassar, man.
What's that?
Chairback cover, man. They even get me things.
That door is staying locked as long as I'm a guest here.
A guest?
Well, look how you bit me rude.
Look, I'm old enough to know you should forgive and forget. Oh, well, come on, how can you neglect someone who loves you?
What do you know about love?
Plenty. The more you give out, the more you get back.
That's what I used to believe.
It's still true.
What are you lot up to?
Junior here is giving me advice.
Well, someone's got to talk some sense into you.
Don't start again. Who you cook all this food for, Beverly? I told you yesterday we only have a light breakfast.
I know, but I like cooking. It takes my mind off my troubles.
Well, go back home and cook for Cuthbert.
I'm not cooking another meal for that man as long as I live. I used to take all the bones out of his red mullet, you know. You think another woman would do that for him?
Of course not.
Oh, well, that's why he needs you, Bev. Just think, he might choke to death.
I hope he does. I have a burial plot reserved for him back home, but I wouldn't put him in it now. He would desecrate the place.
Oh, you know you don't mean any of that.
I do. Cross my heart and hope to die.
I wish.
I think Dad should go around and talk to Cuthbert.
What did I tell you?
No, Shirley.
Man to man, get to the bottom of this thing.
I said no, Shirley.
Oh, yes, Desmond, please. Cuthbert's always liked you. He thinks you're a fine, upstanding gentleman. You could find out what is what and who is who. Well, you could. Oh, help me, Desmond. Help me.
Go, Beverly. I don't see how I can help you.
Don't you understand? I hate him. I hate him so much that I can feel the bile rising up to my mouth every time I think about him. But I love him too. And then love come up and meet the hate halfway. And they start to fight, pulling and tugging at my heart.
If you don't go, she'll be living with us here forever.
Oh, Dad, go!
I'm going.
Desmond, I don't know why I have to be a guinea pig for this boy.
Because your face is so tough, you couldn't even cut it with a cutlass.
But you're getting rude in your old age.
Sit down and relax the man. Have a bucket under there to catch the blood.
Talking of which, how's the house guest today?
Don't ask. I went to see Cuthbert last night, but he was out.
Oh, making hay while the sun shines.
So why didn't you phone him first?
That is exactly what I told him to do.
Phone him and say what? Cuthbert, this is your good friend Desmond. Your wife thinks you're a conniving, two-timing womanizer and would like to know who you've been carrying on with for the past 30 years so she can kill her.
In France, that would be called a crime of passion.
That's the trouble with this country. The people has no passion.
Why you think Cuthbert still had the letters?
You mean why he didn't post them?
Exactly.
Yes, but if the woman is married, the letters could get into the wrong hands.
So why didn't he just give them to her when they met up?
Because she doesn't want to keep them, so she reads them and gives them back to him.
Only a man who's used to clandestine affairs could think of such a plausible explanation.
You know, I bet I know who she is. Cuthbert goes to the library every day to read the racing form. I have seen him eyeing that woman that works there. The plump, pretty one, about 40, jiggles like a jelly when she walks.
You mean Mrs. Martin?
Yes.
But she's married to that fish-faced man from Martinique.
She's a born-again Christian.
Since when you hear Christianity prevent people from profanity?
Please, don't talk. You know, last week I saw Mrs. Martin and Cuthbert talking, laughing, and glad-eyeing each other. I didn't give it much thought at the time.
Well, give this some thought. I saw him coming out of the betting shop with a skinny little woman. She was holding onto his arm for dear life, and they disappeared into the pub opposite.
One plump, one skinny, man, he does love variety.
I see him in the pub with her all the time. Her name is Patsy. Cuthbert introduced her to me. He says she's his betting partner.
Betting partner or bedding partner?
Oh, stop it. You're jumping to conclusions, ready to tar every woman with the same brush.
Morning, folks.
Morning, officer. Can we do you for a coiffure?
Afraid not. We've got a report of a missing person. Name's Beverly McIntosh. Her husband thinks she might be here.
Well, she is, officer, but why didn't he come and ask for her himself?
Well, he seems very nervous and upset, so I thought I'd just pop round with him. Part of our new community policing policy.
Where is he now?
Outside in the car. I'd like a word with her. I'll get him to come in.
I'll get her to come down.
Do you think it's too soon to celebrate?
Cuthbert, come for you.
Come for me? I'm not a parcel you can sign for and pick up. You too hasty.
Beverly, please, be reasonable.
I'll be very reasonable.
Right. Put down that knife, Beverly.
All right, I will. This is much better for the job I have in mind. Cuthbert? Where's he? Where you hiding him, Desmond? Oh, so he said a policewoman to protect himself. Well, stand aside. Just stand aside. You too young to know anything about man and woman business, so don't even think you can intimidate me. Must be Beverly. Now calm down, madam. He's gone.
Gone where?
Who's gone?
Cuthbert!
Where's he gone from?
But he was outside in the officer's car.
I thought you said he was here.
No, he was out there coming in here.
You lose Cuthbert? You lose my husband? You don't know where he is?
Now, let me explain, madam.
You better find him. He's not a well man. You shouldn't go around losing people.
I didn't lose him. He went off under his own steam.
If anything happened to him, I'm holding you personally responsible. Interpol will be hearing from me about this.
Interpol? Calling all international frontiers. Look out for a man who eats red mullet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He must be caught. The species is in danger.
You'll be in danger in a minute.
Desmond, I know where him is. He's in that pub.
Shut up!
Hurry up and find him. He gets palpitations when he's under stress.
I'll have a look around, madam.
Oh, hang on a minute, officer. I'll come with you. I think it's time me and Cuthbert had a heart-to-heart. Hello, Cuthbert.
Desmond, before you say anything about Beverly, I'm sorry. I know how she stay.
No. You expecting company or can anybody sit here?
You spying on me?
Why should I? You have something to hide?
Here you are, Cuff. I ain't buying your friend one. Can't afford it after that lousy tip you gave me. Lost all me money. I'll go and drink with me friends over there.
Patsy, I presume.
Oh, you know her name?
Well, you can't keep secrets from an Ambrose.
I suppose Beverly's been bad-mouthing me.
Well, you haven't exactly come up smelling of roses. Tell me about the letters.
You wouldn't believe me.
Try me.
Beverly's got it all wrong. I've been writing her those letters for over 30 years.
You mean you been carrying on with
No. The only thing I've ever shared with Patsy is a bet. The letters are to Beverly. I've written her one every year on her birthday. The first year we were married, I rushed home from work to give them to her. Young, eager, excited. But she was vexed with me because she thought I'd forgotten what day it was. I put them in my pocket thinking I'll give them to her later, but the time was never right. The next year I wrote another one, and the next. I just kept on writing them. But I couldn't bring myself to give them to her in case she laughed at me. You know how Beverly stay already.
Yes, me know. Well, when she found out about the letters, why didn't you tell her the truth?
I suppose for the same reason I never told her I don't really like red mullet. You see, Beverly likes to...
Dominate you.
Yes. Hey, but I don't mind. It's love I love her. I love her now as much as I ever did.
Tell her, Cuthbert. Be brave. That's what she wants to hear.
You think so?
Me know so.
But why can't I just go upstairs and get on with my essay?
Sean, you know why. Beverly and Cuthbert are up there.
I don't believe this. Has he moved in too?
Don't be so ridiculous.
They've been up there for ages. I told them exactly how to handle the situation.
When me and my wife were having a really good fight, all the neighbors knew about it. Well, she would open the window to make sure they didn't miss anything.
My wife and I never fight.
How can you fight with someone you never see?
Oh, look, I'm not going to see or hear anything. I'm going to go straight to my room. Oh, leaving so soon? Goodbye.
Shirley, he told me everything. I didn't know Cuthbert could be so manful. There was a power in him I never see before. From now on, he's going to give me a letter every year for the next 30 years. You'd never know what it's like to have such beautiful words to cherish for the rest of your life.
Oh, yes, I will. I have letters from Desmond that I will cherish for all of my life.
To you, my little honey bunch.
Oh, yes. All those on which you wrote the words, P.S. I love you.
Come on, woman. Time to go home.
Yes, Cuthbert.
And I don't want any red mullet for dinner. In fact, I never want to see another red mullet in the house again. From now on, I want good red meat.
All right, dear.
Was that all right?
Right
What is it you told him to do?
You see, Shirley, it takes a man of the world like me to tell a pussycat like Cuthbert how to deal with a woman like Beverly. Young man, you will find out that there's much more to learn in this barbershop than cutting hair. This is not just a barbershop. It's a confessional, a sanctuary in time of trouble, a refuge, and at the same time a place where men of steel meet to discuss the burning...